Here are some habits that make you rich. Number 1, get into the habit of saving money. This might seem like a no-brainer, but only 39% of Americans actually have any money saved. What's even more crazy is that 28% of Americans have $0 in their savings accounts. So if you want to be rich, the first thing you need to do is get into the habit of putting money into your savings account. This doesn't mean you need to start a business or make 6 figures to have lots of money in your savings. It just means that you should try to save up 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses so that if you were to lose your job or get sick, you wouldn't go into debt. According to Fidelity, the average American household should have 3 to 6 months of living expenses stored in an emergency fund. If you're below this amount, then it's time to start saving more. Start small by setting aside $5 or $10 every week, and then work your way up from there. As you earn more money, try to put a larger percentage of your income into your savings account. For example, if you get a raise at work, don't just spend the extra money. Instead, put some of it into your savings so that you can reach your goal of having 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up. By getting into the habit of saving early and often, you'll be able to amass a sizable fortune over time. Number 2, give yourself deadlines. A study published in the Journal of Graduate Medical Education found that people with deadlines accomplish more than those without them. The researchers had 2 groups of doctors complete a series of tasks under different conditions. One group was given deadlines while the other wasn't. The results showed that the doctors who were given deadlines were able to complete more work than those who weren't. Deadlines help us focus and get things done. They give us a sense of urgency and they help us prioritize our tasks. When we don't have deadlines, it's easy to put things off or to get sidetracked by less important tasks. So if you want to be rich, give yourself deadlines. Set clear goals for yourself and then create deadlines for when you need to achieve those goals. This will help you stay focused and motivated, and it will help you get things done. Of course, it's also important to be realistic when setting deadlines. Don't set yourself up for failure by setting impossible deadlines. Make sure your deadlines are challenging but still attainable. Number 3, wake up early. Waking up early is not only good for productivity, it's also good for your health. Studies have shown that people who wake up early tend to be healthier overall and have better lifestyles. They're more likely to exercise regularly, eat healthy foods, and get enough sleep. All of these factors contribute to increased wealth because people who are healthy and have good lifestyles are more likely to be productive and successful in their personal and professional lives. Not only that, but waking up early gives you time to do things that will make you richer. For example, you could use the extra time to read, which can help you learn new skills and ideas that could lead to financial success. You could also use the extra time to exercise, which can improve your focus and energy levels. Or you could simply use the extra time to plan out your day and set your priorities. There are a lot of benefits to waking up early, so if you want to be rich, make sure to get started. Set an alarm clock for a reasonable hour and commit to waking up at that time every morning. It may take some time to adjust, but the benefits are definitely worth it. Number 4, invest in yourself. Some people think that rich people are lucky or that they were born with a silver spoon in their mouths. But the truth is that most rich people became that way through hard work and dedication. They invested in themselves by improving their skills, knowledge, and abilities. That's why the first step to becoming rich is to invest in yourself. Identify areas where you can improve and then make a plan to develop those areas. For example, if you want to be an entrepreneur but you lack business skills, then take some classes or read some books about business. Or if you want to be a doctor but you need to improve your grades, then hit the books and study hard. Investing in yourself isn't just about improving your skills and knowledge. It's also about developing good habits. Develop habits that will make you a better version of yourself. This could include things like reading regularly, exercising, eating healthy foods, getting enough sleep and spending time with loved ones. These habits will give you the energy and focus you need to achieve your goals. They'll also make you happier and more fulfilled overall. So if you want to be rich, remember to invest in yourself. Focus on improving your skills, knowledge and habits, and you'll be well on your way to achieving your financial goals. Number 5, educate yourself. Knowledge is power, and that's especially true when it comes to finances. Most people have no idea how to manage their money effectively, let alone grow it. That's why it's so important to educate yourself about personal finance. Take the time to learn about topics like budgeting, saving, investing, and retirement planning. Once you have a basic understanding of how to manage your finances, you can start to develop strategies for growing your wealth. This could include things like starting a side hustle, investing in the stock market or real estate, or simply spending less money than you earn. It's also important to stay up to date on current events and economic trends. This will help you identify opportunities to make money and also avoid potential pitfalls. For example, if you understand economic trends, you might be able to invest in an up-and-coming industry before everyone else. Or you might be able to avoid making investments in declining industries. Whatever approach you take, educating yourself is essential to becoming rich. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding how to manage and grow your money is one of the most powerful forms of knowledge there is. Number 6, be frugal. When you think of rich people, you probably imagine them living lavish lifestyles, driving expensive cars and wearing designer clothes. But the truth is, many rich people are actually quite frugal. They understand the importance of saving money and only spend it on things that really matter. Frugality isn't just about being cheap. It's about being smart with your money and making sure that you're getting the most for what you pay. Rich people understand this, and that's why they're often able to amass great wealth over time. So if you want to be rich, follow their lead and be frugal. Track your spending, cut back on unnecessary expenses, and save the difference. It won't be easy, but if you're committed to living a frugal lifestyle, you'll eventually reach your financial goals. Number 7, think long-term. It's no secret that rich people think differently than poor people. And one of the biggest differences between the two groups is their time horizon. Poor people tend to think in terms of days, weeks, or months, while rich people always keep their eyes on the big picture, thinking in terms of years, decades, and even generations. This way of thinking is what allows them to build lasting wealth that often extends beyond their own lifetimes. If you want to become rich, you have to adopt this same kind of long-term thinking. It means making decisions that benefit your future self, even if it means sacrificing some short-term pleasures. It also means staying focused on your goals and not being distracted by the latest fad or get-rich-quick scheme. In a world where everything seems to be instant, it can be tough to think long-term, but if you want to be rich, it's essential to develop this mindset. Make a plan for your financial future and stick to it, no matter what obstacles come your way. Number 8, be patient. Becoming rich doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to build wealth, and during that time, you'll likely face many challenges. That's why it's so important to be patient. Patience is key when it comes to building wealth. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and make impulsive decisions that can jeopardize your financial future. But if you can resist the urge to get rich quick and instead focus on making smart, long-term investments, you'll be well on your way to achieving your goals. Just remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is wealth. So be patient and trust in your ability to build wealth over time. If you like this video, check out another video I made about 10 ways to become wealthy. Thanks for watching.